students, welcome to my channel Learning History Made Easy. In today's video, I'll be explaining the 10-mark questions from your final model paper. 3 10-mark questions I'll be explaining in today's video, and balance 1 10-mark question and match the following in chronological order will be explained in the next video. So that will be the final video in your passing package series. So before going to the video, if anyone is seeing the channel for the first time, or if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe and share it with your friends, and also click the bell button to receive notifications whenever I upload new videos. And if any one of you wants to download the PDF notes of these model papers passing package series, link is given in the description box. You can download the notes from the same. So without wasting time, let us get into today's video. So today's video, 10-mark question. The first 10-mark question, that is, critically examine the administrative experiments of Muhammad Bin Tughlaq. So, as I have always told, when you're writing an essay or any answer, first you should have a small introduction, body of the answer, and then conclusion. So, Muhammad Bin Tughlaq, he was the son of Ghiyasuddin. His actual name was Prince Jauna Khan, and he ascended the throne with the title of Muhammad Bin Tughlaq. He is known for his military, economic and administrative experiments. So that was the introduction. Now the administrative experiments or reforms. The first one, increase of taxes in the Doab area. The area between the river Ganga and Yamuna was very fertile. Muhammad bin Tughlaq decided to increase the taxes in this area. Although it was a very practical decision, the tax hike was too steep. It was introduced at a time when lack of rainfall had already created much problems. The farmers who were unable to pay the taxes were ruthlessly punished, and this measure made Muhammad bin Tughlaq very unpopular. So that was the first administrative experiment of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Now let us, total 3 administrative experiments are there. Now the second one, transfer of capital. The Sultan decided to shift the capital from Delhi to Devagiri to safeguard it from the Mongol invasion. He built a new city near Devagiri and named it as Daulatabad. Another reason for shifting the capital was proximity of Delhi to the border, and new capital was in the center of the empire. He wanted to shift the entire population, and the reason for shifting of capital was very practical. The method adopted was impractical. The entire population of Delhi was made to travel to Daulatabad, which was 1120 kilometers, and the journey was very tiresome, and they had to pass through dense forest, heavy rains, diseases, etc. This resulted in death and suffering of the people. Realizing his mistake, Sultan ordered all the people to march back to Delhi, and this caused many more casualties. This incident made him very unpopular. So that was the second administrative experiment of Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Second experiment also became a failure. Now the third administrative experiment is token currency reform. Muhammad bin Tughlaq carried out experiments on coin and currency. He wanted to save precious metals like gold and silver. For this reason, copper coins were issued, which are the same value of silver tanka. Minting copper coins was not retained as a monopoly of the government, and the empire was flooded with thousands of counterfeit copper coins. People started paying taxes with such coins, and coins lost their value. The Sultan recalled copper coins, and people were asked to exchange them with silver and gold coins. And the royal treasury became empty, and the currency reform of Sultan utterly failed. So the third experiment also became a failure, that is token currency system. Dr. V. A. Smith says that Muhammad bin Tughlaq was a compound of contradictions. So this you can write as a conclusion. Dr. V. A. Smith says that Muhammad bin Tughlaq was a compound of contradictions. He was a learned scholar, an excellent speaker, and he possessed sound knowledge of mathematics, astronomy, philosophy, etc. but his policies, though well meant, they were ill planned and badly executed. This gave him the reputation of being a mixture of opposites, and he died in 1351. So this was about Muhammad bin Tughlaq. So you started with a small introduction about Muhammad bin Tughlaq, and then you move towards the three administrative experiment, that is increase in tax in Dob area, transfer of capital, and token currency. So and then you concluded with what titles he had, that is he was called as compound of contradiction and mixture of opposites. So this is how you complete the essay. So let us move on to the next essay. Sir M Visweswariah is called the maker of modern Mysore Explain. This is a very important repeated essay, as all of you know. If you want a detailed explanation of this, you can go to the chapter wise videos. Here I am just quickly going through the points. So Sir M Visweswariah, he was considered as the architect and maker of modern Mysore. He was born on 15 September 1861 at Muddanahalli in Chikbalapura district. His parents were Srinivasa Shastri and Venkata Lakshmamma. He completed his primary education at Chikbalapura and he went to Bangalore for his further studies and got his BA degree from Central College. Then he moved to Pune for his engineering studies and he served in Bombay government from 1884 to 1909. He was appointed as the chief engineer of Mysore in 1909 and later in 1912 he was appointed as Diwan of Mysore by Nalwadi Krishnaraju Wadeyar. During his diwanship, Mysore witnessed all-round development. So that much you can write as an introduction. Now going to his reforms, why is he called as the architect of Mysore or maker of modern Mysore? Because of his reforms. So each reform we will have to explain. First one, administrative reform. The number of members of Legislative Council was increased from 18 to 24. Local board and village panchayat regulation increased the number of elected members to the districts and taluk boards. Village reform committee were established for the progress of villages, and there was also a separate plan for the development of Malnad region. Next is industrial development. Industrialize or perish was a famous slogan of Sir M Visweswariah. During his time, a number of industries were started like iron works in Bhadravati, sandal oil factory at Mysore, soap factory, central industrial workshop, metal factory at Bangalore, etc. Mysore Chamber of Commerce and Industry was established at Bangalore to support trade and commerce. During his period, small-scale industries also developed, and cottage industries such as weaving, pottery, woodwork, leather goods, agarbatti also flourished. The Mysore Bank was founded in 1913 for the promotion of industries and commerce, and all these were his contribution to the development of industries. Next is educational reform. He believed that the progress of a country mainly depends on the education of its people. He introduced compulsory primary education, and scholarships were introduced to encourage education among the socially and economically backward classes. Female education and technical education were also given importance. The Engineering College at Bangalore and Chamarajendra Technical Institute at Mysore was started, and he established an agricultural school at Hebbal in Bangalore. The establishment of Mysore University in 1916 was his greatest achievement. The Kannada Sahitya Parishad was established in 1915. Next is his other achievements. Construction of the Krishnaraja Sagara Dam was his greatest achievement, KRS Dam. In 1913, the Mysore Arasikare and Bauringpete Kolar railway lines were laid. Now the relief works done by him. The First World War broke out during the diwanship of Sir M Visweswariah, and there was severe shortage of food during this time. He took up relief works by opening fair price shops, stopping export of food grains, and also by fixing the selling prices. He resigned in 1918. Now as a conclusion you can write, he was conferred the title Sir by the British government for his efficiency and dedicated service. He continued to take active part in the developmental activities of the state even after his resignation. The government of India conferred the Bharat Ratna award in 1955 and he was the first Kannadiga to receive this award. He died in 1962. His main books were A Vision of Prosperous Mysore, Reconstructing India, Rapid Development of Industries, Planned Economy for India, and his autobiography, that is Memoirs of My Working Life. So this much points you can write about Sir M Visweswariah. So first you start with an introduction, that is his birth, his early life, parents' name, education, all those can be included in the introduction. Then his reforms, administrative, educational, industrial reforms, other achievements, relief works, all you can write. Then finally the conclusion, what all titles he was given, what were his books, when did he pass away. So all those things you can write as a conclusion. So the next essay, explain the life and achievements of Ashoka. Ashoka the Great, he was the greatest ruler of the Mauryas. He is mentioned in his edicts as Devanampriya and Priyadarshi. He came to power in 273 BC, but his coronation was celebrated in 269 BC. Historians believe that the period in between saw the struggle for succession between Ashoka and his brothers. Now about his achievements. First, the main thing is Kalinga War. During the rule of Ashoka, Kalinga was a powerful kingdom. Ashoka marched upon Kalinga to extend his empire, and a fierce battle was fought between them. The 13th Rock Edict gives details about the conquest of Kalinga and its results. About 1 lakh soldiers were killed and 1,50,000 were captured as prisoners. Ashoka was filled with sorrow at the sight of bloodshed and he decided not to wage war in future, and this became his last war. Ashoka changed his policy from Digvijaya, that is military conquest, to Dharma Vijaya, that is winning the hearts of the people. The War of Kalinga became a turning point in the life of Ashoka. He embraced Buddhism under the influence of Upagupta, a Buddhist saint. Ashoka's empire extended from Kashmir and Afghanistan in the north to Karnataka in the south, and from Bengal in the east to Sindh and Baluchistan in the west. Now, Edicts of Ashoka. Ashoka was the first to issue edicts in India, so that can be considered as his achievements. They help us to know about the ideas and outlook besides throwing light on the religion, society and administration of Mauryas. Edicts are found in different languages like Prakrit, Pali and Greek. Now edicts in Karnataka, Maski in Raichur and Gavimata and Palkigonda in Koppala district. Ashokan edicts can be found in Karnataka. Ashoka is referred to as Devanampriya or Priyadarshi in these edicts. In the Maski edict as well as Calcutta edict, the king is referred to as Devanampriya Ashokasa. Now the measures adopted by Ashoka to spread Buddhism. Ashoka spread Buddhism not only in India but also outside India, and the main measures taken by him were he visited Buddhist holy places like Lumbini Garden, Gaya, Kushinagara, etc. and he conducted discourses on religion. He built a large number of monasteries. Sorry, that sentence is not complete. He built a large number of monasteries and he spread the doctrine of Buddha by engraving them on rocks, pillars, walls of caves, etc. He appointed officers called as Dharma Mahamatras, Yuktas and Rajukas to spread Dharma among the people. Another officer appointed by him was Sri Adhyaksha Mahamatra to take care of women and bring religious awareness. He organized the Third Buddhist Council at Patliputra in 250 BC to settle the differences between the monks. He sent missionaries to different places like Afghanistan, Burma, Sri Lanka and Europe. He also sent his son Mahendra and daughter Sangamitra to Sri Lanka with a Bodhi sapling as a symbol of peace and sacrifice all over the empire. He also undertook many welfare activities like digging wells, building rest houses, constructing hospitals, planting trees and establishing schools. His main motto was service and sacrifice. So this much you can write as his achievements. Now finally, as a conclusion, Ashoka was the only king in the history to renounce war even after victory. he established a large empire in India. So this much points you can write as a conclusion. So these are the 3 important essays in this final model paper. One more essay is there in this paper that I will be explaining in the next video. So with the next video we will conclude the passing package series. Total 3 papers are given in the passing package series. One is preparatory paper, one is model paper given by the board, and this is one more paper. So total these 3 papers are very important for your final exam. So if you have any doubts, you can ask in the comment section. And also don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Your likes and shares will be of a great encouragement for me to make more and more videos. So I hope to see you very soon in the coming video. Keep on revising and thank you for watching.